Hi, everyone. I am very happy you are here with me today. We are going to practice English in a fun and powerful way. Today, I'm going to tell you a beautiful story called The Forest Trip. It is about four best friends, two boys and two girls, who go on a fun hiking trip to a forest. You can use the shadowing technique to practice your English with this story. Here is how it works. First, listen to me read the sentence. Then, repeat after me. Copy my tone, speed, and pronunciation, like a shadow. Are you ready? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon. Let us begin the story.
My name is Nilu. I am 17 years old. I go to a school in a small town. I have three best friends. Two of them are boys, Kavi and Thilan. One is a girl, Rumi. We are always together. We laugh, play, and study together. One day, Rumi said, "Why don't we go on a trip? Maybe a mountain hike?" Thilan smiled. "Yes, let's go to Misty Hill. There is a forest too." I was very excited. I love nature. I love walking in the trees. But more than that, I was happy because Kavi would come too. Kavi is quiet. He's smart, kind, and strong. I liked him for a long time, but I never told him. Rumi looked at me and smiled. "I know someone who is very excited," she said and winked. I felt shy. Maybe she knew my secret. Later that day, Kavi walked with me after school. "You like forest trips?" he asked. "Yes, very much," I replied. "I brought snacks for us," he said, and gave me my favorite biscuits. My heart was happy. We packed our bags. We brought food, water, jackets, and a small tent. Rumi's father dropped us near the mountain. The place was beautiful. Birds were singing. The wind was cool and fresh. We started walking. We were laughing and singing songs. Thilan took photos. Rumi danced. Kavi walked beside me, carrying my bag. I looked at him and smiled. He smiled back. We walked deep into the forest. It was green and quiet. We could hear only birds and the sound of our feet. After walking for hours, we reached a small waterfall. We ate lunch there. Then Kavi said, "Let's build the tent here and rest tonight." We set up the tent. The four of us sat near a fire. We talked about school, dreams, and love. Rumi asked, "Nilu, if you could marry someone from our school, who would it be?" I laughed, but my eyes looked at Kavi. He looked at me too, but no one said anything. That night it was cold. I couldn't sleep. I came out of the tent and sat near the fire. Kavi was already there. He looked at me and said, "Cold night, isn't it?" Yes, I said, and sat close to him. There was silence. Then he looked at me and said, Nilu, can I tell you something? Yes. I like you. For a long time. My heart stopped. I looked into his eyes. I like you too, I whispered. He smiled. I smiled. We didn't say anything more, but that night was the most beautiful night of my life. The next morning, birds were singing again. The forest was fresh with morning air. We all woke up with smiles. Thilan made tea. Rumi was brushing her hair with a small mirror. Kavi looked at me and smiled. It felt different now. We both knew our feelings. Rumi whispered to me, So, something happened last night? I blushed and nodded slowly. She hugged me. After breakfast, we decided to walk more up the mountain. Kavi said, There is a cave near the top. Let's go see it. We all agreed. We packed our bags and started walking again. The path was narrow now. Big trees were everywhere. There was no phone signal. We walked carefully. We laughed, told stories, and enjoyed the view. Suddenly, dark clouds came. Wind became strong. Thilan said, Looks like rain is coming. And yes, after 10 minutes, heavy rain started. We ran under big trees. Rumi slipped. Kavi held her hand and helped her up. But now our bags were wet. We had to stop. We can't go to the cave now, said Kavi. There is a small hut we saw near the hill, said Thilan. Let's go there. But when we looked around, the path was gone. We didn't know which way to go. We were lost. I felt scared. What do we do now? I asked, trying not to cry. Kavi held my hand and said, Don't worry, I will keep you safe. We walked in one direction, hoping to find the path. Soon the forest became darker. Rumi said, I think I saw that tree before. Are we walking in circles? Yes, we were. The rain stopped, but the sky was gray. We were wet and cold. Suddenly, we heard a strange sound. Growl. It was like an animal. Thilan whispered, What was that? Another sound came from the bushes. Maybe a wild boar? Kavi said, standing in front of us. We saw something move behind the trees. But then it disappeared. We all stood close. Our hearts were beating fast. We need to find shelter now, Rumi said. After walking a bit more, we saw an old wooden hut. It looked broken, but it was better than nothing. We ran inside. The roof had holes. The floor was full of leaves. But we were safe. We used dry leaves to sit. Kavi gave me his jacket. I'm okay, I said. No, you'll catch a cold, he said. Rumi was trying to light a small fire. Suddenly, there was a noise outside. Crack, snap. We all froze. Then a wild dog came running near the door and barked. Thielen grabbed a stick. Covey stood up, looked into the dog's eyes, and shouted loudly. The dog stopped, then ran away. We all took a deep breath. "You were brave," I said to Covey. "I had to protect you," he smiled. That evening, the sky cleared. We sat together inside the hut. Rumi and Thielen were sleeping. Covey looked at me and said, "Nilu, I was so scared to lose you today." I looked at him. His face was serious. "I never want to be away from you," he said. I felt tears in my eyes, happy tears. "I feel the same," I said softly. He held my hand. "I will tell my parents about you after we finish school," he said. "I will wait for you," I replied. We sat like that for a long time. No words, just hearts. The next morning, the sun was bright again. We decided to walk back. Covey used his compass and map. After 2 hours, we saw the main path. We screamed with joy. Rumi called her dad after getting signal. He came and picked us up. On the way home, I rested my head on Covey's shoulder. He looked at me and whispered, "We are not just friends now." I smiled and nodded. After the trip, everything felt new. At school, Covey sat next to me now. He always waited after class to walk home with me. Rumi and Thielen also became close. Maybe another love story? The trip changed our lives. It made us stronger. It showed us the meaning of friendship, fear, courage, and love. Sometimes the scariest paths lead us to the most beautiful places and to the people we love.
And that's the end of our story, the forest trip. Wasn't it amazing? We saw how a fun school trip turned into an exciting adventure, and how friendship and love can grow stronger, even in the middle of a dark forest. I hope you enjoyed practicing English with me today. Remember, the more you listen and repeat, the more confident you'll become. Keep using the shadowing technique every day. Even just 10 minutes can make a big difference. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you never miss another story. Thanks for learning with me. Bye for now.